Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for another installment. We have a very special guest joining us on commentary today as Suffer at Your Risk and KMFDM, Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker 02, going up against Tim Go Crazy and RKO CRS7 Power 99, as we are awaiting Roman Reigns' tag team partner here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Well, I will say this. Roman Reigns, he's got to find a good tag team partner, and what a better way as Bobby Lashley reigns, two of the champions as we speak.
Well, and for those of you that missed it, Bobby Lashley did return this past Monday on Monday Night Raw, confronting Almost. The two are expected to have a match this weekend at WrestleMania Night 1. Michaels, Taker, Lashley, Reigns, it's live. It's next on Monday Night Raw when we come back.
Well, it's the battle of old school versus the two oldest dogs versus the two up-and-coming dogs. Who owns the yard? And can the Phenom and Bobby Lashley's escaping, trying to leave Reigns by himself.
And Reigns. Michaels takes down Lashley with the running clothesline here tonight on Monday Night Raw. We are live in Cincinnati, Ohio. 16,452 fans joining us here at the Pontiac Silverdome as Michaels takes down Lashley.
Can you imagine if The Undertaker and Michaels win? Let's go over some of the rules. This is not an elimination style. Roman Reigns has that vicious submission move and the spear.
And you also got to think about the hurt lock that Lashley can apply to one of these two men.
Yeah, I mean, both men have great submissions, and that can play a big part in this matchup. I mean, Roman Reigns, the big dog, but this is The Undertaker's yard.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, this is old school versus new school. Michaels and the Dead Man. Remember, The Undertaker put Michaels in retirement. Michaels coming back out of retirement tonight to coexist with the Dead Man, to put up or shut up the new school in Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley as Lashley takes down the Dead Man. And Michaels with an arm drag to Lashley, and Roman Reigns working on Michaels.
It seems to me that this match will favor Undertaker and Michaels because of the Raw arena, and if I'm mistaken, this is the 2011 arena.
Well, you're wrong, John. This is actually the 2005 arena. This is where Shawn Michaels infamously took on Shelton Benjamin, where he delivered that infamous super kick when Shelton Benjamin dropped from the top of the rope, and Lashley going up high, nobody home, elbow drop, nobody home.
Greatest super kicks of all time. Michaels delivered it, but the Undertaker 02. I mean, you got to understand something here. He was the American badass at this time, and there's nothing that can stop him, not even Bobby Lashley.
Well, over the course of the past 20 years, the Dead Man has evolved as Lashley is trying to end the match early, trying to do a cheap finish, so to speak.
Like Lashley trying to be cheap, but why would you want to be cheap when you have the spear and the damn hurt lock? It doesn't make sense to me why Lashley wants to end a good match on such a bad note.
Well, I guess, back in the day, back in the SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 days, the records would count, but this time around, records really don't mean nothing. So we don't understand why people are trying to get a cheap victory when, like you mentioned, they can use their finisher.
Well, I think it's just all about pride. That's all it is. I mean, Roman Reigns and Lashley, all they want to do is boast if they win. And, more power to them. But they have a tough task ahead of them, and I don't see Lashley or Reigns winning this matchup. I just don't.
Well, Lashley gets taken to the outside as Roman Reigns takes down Michaels. Lashley tries to work on Michaels. Michaels, a great tactician wrestler. Bret Hart said it himself in an interview months ago. The best wrestler he's ever wrestled was Shawn Michaels.
Well, that very well may be, but Bret Hart's a liar because he also fought the greats like The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan. And Shawn Michaels is not on Undertaker or Hulk Hogan's level. And what is that? The Dominator, shades of the late, great Farouk. So we will see in action later on tonight.
I do want to point out that Roman Reigns did the Superman punch on Michaels, but Michaels just kipped up. That ability to just kip up after a finishing move like that, they take a lot of toll off of the body of Shawn Michaels.
Well, I really hate to correct you, King, but that Superman punch is a signature as Reigns has the Dragon Sleeper and the Spear as a finisher. So Roman Reigns cannot end the match on a Superman punch. That we can confirm.
Well, Roman Reigns takes down the dead man as Lashley big boots down Michaels, and Roman Reigns is looking for some type of power bomb on the dead man. Lashley looking for perhaps a Dominator on Michaels.
Like to me, Lashley could be going for the Dominator here. Is he going for the Dominator?
That looks like the Dominator. He's going to probably put away Michaels. I think Lashley's just trying to... I think Lashley feels sorry for the Heartbreak Kid. Maybe he's going to show some mercy to Shawn Michaels.
He's going to show some respect. And now Lashley trying to do a quick pinfall. Trying to be cheap, as Lashley knows damn good and well that Shawn Michaels is a legend.
Lashley once again takes down Michaels. Lashley looking for a cheap pin as the dead man gets out of it and just unloads on Lashley.
There is nothing that can stop Undertaker. I've told everybody once. I'm going to tell everybody again. Lashley and Roman Reigns are the new dogs. They are not going to beat Undertaker and Michaels due to the arena. And the Undertaker! Vintage! Last ride! This could be over! Last ride! Undertaker falls!
And Lashley breaks it up.
Lashley, right place at the right damn time.
And now Michaels looking for a stalling suplex, knowing that it's like some kind of a snapmare neck breaker DDT as Michaels. What's he looking for here? What's Michaels going to do here? Michaels super kick Reigns! Oh my gosh! I think that he intended for that to be for Lashley. Wow! And Taker could just go for the pin if he wants to. I mean, that was a sweet chin music that he just landed on Roman Reigns. And Michaels reverses this move.
It was not intended for Roman Reigns, but however, Reigns is the only one, Lashley is the only one keeping this match together for Roman Reigns.
Well, Roman Reigns was trying to protect his buddy, Lashley, but he ended up getting on the receiving end of a sweet chin music. Wow.
It seems to me, yeah, as the double team continues, Reigns and Lashley, two of the biggest heels in the industry today, going against two of the top fan favorites in the industry back then.
Michaels gets taken down by Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns looking for the spear. It looks like on Michaels. Can this be it? Will it be it?
And the other
just stops it. Great ring awareness right there.
Look at this. Almost his finishing move. Oh, but Reigns pokes him in the eye, and that should be a
Roman
DQ.
Reigns Samoan drop.
And
Lashley going for a cheap pin. I don't believe it.
A cheap victory for Bobby Lashley, and we don't understand why. And the vintage DDT by the Phenom.
Lashley just really wants a cheap victory here. I can't believe the stakes that Lashley will go.
Going for that
and now Michaels interrupts the spear. Great ring awareness by Michaels.
Michaels is a great athlete, as he. And now the hurt lock! But there's no referee!
But there's no referee! Michaels taps! But there is no referee!
But there's no referee to count it! And Lashley is livid! And now Reigns! And now the Phenom! This is where the dead man sinks his teeth in Lashley! And
that could have cost Lashley and Roman Reigns the match. The referee Charles Robinson was down, therefore he did not know Shawn Michaels tapped out.
Oh yeah, but so you could blame Roman Reigns for that because Reigns knocked down the official. So is that a sign of disrespect?
It looks like it.
Well, Michaels getting sent to the outside as Reigns trying to calculate on the damn Undertaker.
Reverses. Michaels has to somehow stop Roman Reigns.
And Undertaker! Boot! And Undertaker falls to the mat for no reason. Maybe a heart attack?
Well, Taker, the stamina, you've got to think about it. It's going to take its toll on a match like this. These old school guys are going against the new school guys.
That's right. And Lashley is, I believe Lashley's 45 years old. And Undertaker doesn't look a day over 12.
Michaels neckbreaker keeping the match grounded. That's what he needs to do. Looking for the dropkick as Roman Reigns ducks up with the clothesline and Irish whips Michaels to the ring apron.
Just look at the detection
Lashley just
in this
knocks him down. Michaels gets right back up. How does Michaels keep getting up?
The ring is divided into 24 by 24 square acres, and they're all bunched up together at the same time. It's beyond me. And the DDT again. And Lashley looking for the spear, but look how quick Reigns gets up again. Another DDT. Get up again. And now the Undertaker, vintage Ultimate Warrior, but Lashley. How much more can the Undertaker take? How much more can the Undertaker withstand? And Roman Reigns sends him to the outside in the 2-on-1 assault. But the Phenom is getting right up. And you know what this means. And the Undertaker. Lashley. Look at the glitch. Lashley's doing a glitch. What the hell? And the walk-on rope.
Oh. And now Michaels.
Oh no, Michaels
Roman Reigns has some type of submission move on Michaels. But Michaels taps, but the referee doesn't see it once again. Wow.
The referee did not see it.
And now Roman Reigns has a pinfall and Lashley stops it. I think Lashley wants to finish off Michaels.
Lashley
wants to just finish it off. Wow. As Roman Reigns is going to have to do it on his own. And now Michaels gets out of it, attacking Reigns as Lashley breaks it up. Lashley, it looked like that. I don't know if that spear caught it all of it, but now Michaels stops Lashley.
And Roman Reigns is in big trouble.
Uh-oh, what's Michaels doing now, ladies and gentlemen? Michaels is tuning up the band for the sweet and Lashley counters. Jeez. How did Lashley counter? He saw the sweet chin music coming.
Uh-oh. And the Phenom! What the hell? Lashley is just countering everything. And now the Phenom!
Michaels' neckbreaker stops Lashley dead in his tracks.
And now Lashley could be seeing the end is near. Lashley sent to the outside. And that could be enough.
And Michaels now, hey!
Hold on now. And the Undertaker. What is this? Last ride! Roman Reigns! In trouble!
Lashley, look at that hit detection, ladies and gentlemen.
Wrong place at the wrong time, folks.
And now Michaels, what's this? Michaels is going to end this match with a little sweet chin music.
There's the sweet chin music.
That has to be it. Michaels falls on Reigns.
Come on! Yes!
There it is.
Yes! Yes! We know it! The old school wins! Triumphs! Take a look! What happened?
I've never seen a match like that ever. And as you see, he just left the match and we got it on video. That still counts as a loss.
So did his buddy disconnected during the game. Why would you disconnect? And this is a great sign of respect. Undertaker and Michaels put one another out in the meantime. And that's Eddie Guerrero's wristband on Michaels' forearm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was an epic tag team match. We will see you on our next episode. Taker and Shawn Michaels, KMFDM, and Suffer at Your Risk, victorious.